if I might as well just start recording this now. So, because I mean, like vlogs are just so weird, and in general. But look, I have sold my car this morning to my best mate, down in New South Wales. So that's fucking awesome. Because I've had this car for the last, oh god, it hasn't been doing anything for about the last year. And originally I kept it because I got it back when I was working in Southern WA, and then when I decided to come back to this side of Australia, I drove it all the way back from Esperance back to Toowoomba, and I did that in about 3 days, or actually not even 3 days. It was pretty wild. And then ever since then, I just got into I bought 4 drives, like what I usually drive, and they've just been my daily car. And then the Commodore that I've had, it's just been lazing around. Like when I bought my 4-wheel drive, I gave the Commodore to my sister, and they could borrow it so that way they could so that way my sister had a, what the fuck is that guy doing? Yeah, so I bought it so that my sister could have a car to drive the kids to school. But then once my brother-in-law got a work car, and then they had 2 cars, then there was no need for the Commodore. So the Commodore's really just sat around. I've been paying the registration for it. I drive it every now and then just to kick it over. But besides that, it's sort of just hanging out, living its best life. So I sold that to my best mate, one of my best mates this morning. Now I'm heading into town because I live half an hour outside of town. So I'm heading into town. I'm going to go spend some time with my little brother because we're going to the gym at 3 p.m. And it is currently, it's 1:44 p.m. in the afternoon. So going to do that. Well, I mean, I'm going to get there, and then I'm going to probably play guitar for about half an hour. I brought my guitar with me, and then I do that, and then by that time he should be finished raiding because I think my brother's playing. I think it's New World, the online MMORPG, something along those lines. Obviously, I'm fucking terrible with that shit. But yeah, so gonna go do that. Gonna go hit the gym for a couple of hours. Yeah, just trying to slowly tick things off, and even though I'm not tracking my food as well as what I should be, I'm kind of just guesstimating, and then might do 40 minutes of cardio or 20 minutes of cardio today after work, like after the gym, and then I might go for a walk or something when I get home tonight. But I brought my tablet, so the idea is, we only take the 1 car down to the gym and back, and then I might just hang out at home with my family and just spend a bit of time with them. I can do some typing because like there's a shit ton of stuff that I just haven't typed out. But yeah, anyways, on to the gym. Alright, I need to get into the habit of doing these. Even if it's not much, I've got to build the habit of doing it. And I think this is just the easiest way, because I mean, like, I thought vertical videos would be easier. Because I know that, I think that's why I like watching TikTok videos, because I don't have to, like, move my phone over. Like, if that makes any sense. Anyways, so, went to the gym, and I think it was probably a great way to start the year off. I got home early, and then like my brother had already finished his raid, so I didn't even have time to play guitar. So we just hopped in the car and then went down to the gym, and that was really good. It was really cool to see, well, the fact that my brother just knows everyone at the gym. I mean, look, it is his place of work, but he said something today. He's like, the gym is kind of like my pub. Like, it's that place where you go where you just know everyone. And I was like, oh, so it's like a pub, but like for healthy habits. And he was like, yeah, I guess you could say that. So like that was really cool. And like, I met some cool people. And then it was just cool because it's like we were doing a pool day. I will put down all the exercises that we did. I think and then it was just good in the sense that my brother and I train kind of the same way, and then he was doing it, like he set the plan, and then I did everything that he did, like exercise wise, definitely not weights wise. I'm still recovering on my shoulder on a fair few things, so even doing like the face pull, I found that incredibly difficult because I was trying to do it the way that everybody else does it. Like I had my elbows up, um, and then it really caused a bit of grief. So then I lowered the weight, and I also dropped my elbows down so that I was still activating my rear delts, but not in, like, but it wasn't in such an awkward position that it was causing me pain or like making me question, am I going to get hurt? So that was really cool, and I think I just increased my rep range, just because since I was doing it a lower weight, just to make it more challenging without hurting myself, I just upped the reps. Um, so I think that's the main thing out of that, and it's just cool because it's like we did. I was watching Jeff Nippard videos, and then I think I was just watching about like bicep exercises, and one of the most beneficial ones from a science standpoint he presented was the Bayesian curl, which I'd seen but I'd never actually done. And it was really good to train with someone because my brother would be like, "Oh, hey, bro, do you want to drop your chest down a little bit? And then do you want to make sure that do you want to keep your elbows in place better? They're just creeping forward a bit." And then like it was really good to get that one-on-one feedback, because I know that, like, I mean, I've been gymming for years, but for exercises that I've never done before, I don't know if I'm doing them right. And even now, like I still don't know if I'm doing a bunch of things right, when it comes to certain exercises. And it's really good that obviously my brother's a personal trainer and that's his forte. Like, I think that if you're ever serious about anything, getting a coach is probably the best thing that you can do. And I've had this discussion with my best friend Hannah and her partner, because Hannah's a physiotherapist, and then her partner got into Olympic lifting, and he said, and then he was, me and him were having a discussion about on how if you ever want to take something seriously and you ever want to see proper results, to get a coach, to because they give you that feedback and they tell you how to make things easier and better for you, and or just more effective. So that was really cool. So I know that things are a bit delayed for the start of this year. I've got my last tattoo session on my head on the 7th of January, which is my little sister's birthday. So I've got to go do that. And then there's always a recovery period after getting tattooed. The head, I'm pretty lucky because the head only takes about a week. Um, yeah, about a week. It depends on like how much you're covering, and things like that. But we're just doing a retouch on it. We're resaturating the colors, and then we're just going to, and then it's just done actually. So my plan is to grow my hair back after that. I'm going for, I don't know why, but I was watching The Witcher last month. My friends got me onto it, and I know that The Witcher, like, I don't know, like, before I cop any flack for not watching The Witcher yet, I already knew it was good. Like, I knew The Witcher was a great show. And, like, I have this weird tendency that when shows are good, I don't watch them because I kind of leave that for a rainy day. I'd rather go do something, I'd rather go explore other shows and see if they are good. And then I keep the rainy day shows for when I need something to watch, and I don't want to have to search around, and I want to be satisfied straight away. So that's why I hadn't watched Witcher yet. But anyways, after watching The Witcher, I was like, oh shit, I don't think that's a bit too much light. After watching The Witcher, I was like, ah, fuck, I miss having long hair. Like, I used to have hair down to my nipples, and I think it took like 3 years to grow out. But I was like, oh, I kind of miss it in some. I think the only thing that I hate about my long hair is that it's straight, whereas I prefer like the curlier look. As weird as that sounds, like an Asian with curly hair. I don't know why, but like when I think of curly hair, like that's just what I prefer. Um, but I might do that. So I think I'll just grow my hair out, um, and then maybe just not shave it all year. See how we go. See if I can just rock the. I mean, but what, like once I grow my long hair out, like um, once it's at normal length, I'm actually gonna get rid of all my facial hair and then just have my long hair, and I'll just be like this. Like in my head, I'm gonna turn out like a surfer Asian kind of thing, But I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then, if in doubt, I might just grow a big dirty mullet because I like mullets, as weird as that might sound. Um, I can't even remember why I was fucking ranting, to be honest. Oh, I get off on these weird tangents. Oh, no, sorry. We are talking about Henry Cavill and The Witcher and growing my hair out. But yeah, anyways, gym was awesome. I had a really fulfilling session with it. Tried new exercises, got out of my comfort zone. Um, we were going to stay and do some cardio. I know that one of my things today was to do a bit of cardio. I might go for a walk later tonight. Um, Probably not. I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that I even exercised was more than enough for me today. Like I don't want to I don't want to go too hard and burn myself out. And then I've gone too hard in the past. Like I got cleared from surgery this year, and then I just started going hard in the gym as soon as I got cleared. And then I ended up ripping one of my abdominal muscles, and then I was set back for another 3 months. So I just look at it this way: the fact that I haven't done anything like any kind of exercise for the last, let's just say, 2 weeks, like consistent exercise in the last 2 weeks. So if I did a gym session today and a gym session tomorrow, and then maybe do some cardio tomorrow, because I tend to, when I train with people, I don't want to hold them up afterwards. And since me and my little brother traveled in the same car today, I didn't want to make him stay back and do cardio if he didn't want to. And I know that my brother isn't really, like, he's not really into doing cardio after a weight session, whereas I am. Like, I've got that weird thing. Um, so yeah, so I might just make up for it tomorrow. I might just do 30 minutes instead of 20 minutes. I usually just put on an episode of a show or a YouTube series or something, and it just makes it easier for me per se. Um, and I think the other thing was that I grabbed my very first guitar that was bought for me today. It's been neglected and sitting in like our garage. Um, and then because I've been thinking that I like my travel guitars, but I want a bigger one for when I buy a proper guitar. And I've become so accustomed to travel guitar sizes that I want to be able to play even at a full scale guitar. So, and then I'm just going to restring that because it's been a long time since it's been restrung. But even I might just tune it first, see how it sounds, check out the condition of the strings, and then we'll just go from there. Like I might not even have to restring it because the last time I played it, but the last time I played it was probably close to 10 years ago, so it probably is due for some strings. But we'll just try and make do until I deem that they're not good enough. So yeah, I'm gonna clean that up. I should probably get like a guitar stand for it. I mean, as it stands, I've got guitars everywhere. I've got one in my car that I carry with me at all times, just for opportune. I keep one in my room, another travel guitar, and then, but I don't really like that one as much. It all depends because it's the one that I keep in my car. There's no inbuilt tuner, and yeah, there's no inbuilt tuner on it. Whereas the one that I bought, the Yamaha that I bought when I was over in WA, it has a tuner built into it, but I don't think it sounds as nice as the one that I bought when I was over in London. So the one that I've got in my car, it's a nice Tanglewood travel guitar. And then it literally came all around the UK and Europe with me. It was pretty cool because there was another girl on the on my UK trip that could play guitar, and then that year I was really trying to learn guitar. I used to play guitar in like when I was at work. Like I used to operate machinery, and in between, like there were times when um, there were long periods of time when I was doing nothing, and I thought that it would be advantageous to take advantage of those down times for a skill that I've always wanted to have. And it was really cool because um, there was one of the supervisors on the crew. Her name was I think it's Yana, and then she'd played guitar for like 20 years. So we used to bring my guitar to our shift changes, and then it'd kind of be like a live show because Yana would just play a couple songs, then I'd play a little bit here or there, and then I'd hand it back to Yana, and then like it was just something fun to pass the time. And then I just found that like it was it was something positive that I could do, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. But then once I left WA, um, I never found the time to make it a priority and back to my normal routine. So it's just been on the back burner a fair bit, but it's something that I used to enjoy, and it's just I think it's just the accomplishment from it, because it's like I remember when I first started and I couldn't fucking play shit. I mean, I still can't play shit now. Like I'm playing a couple things like What I Like About You, um, 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20. I watched another video the other night, and then Chicken Fried isn't that hard to learn, so I've been learning the melody for that. Um, and just little thing, oh, or even like Talking About a Revolution by Tracy Chapman. That's pretty easy. Or even just like Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. That's another one. Tennessee Whiskey's pretty cool. The only thing I hate about Tennessee Whiskey is the fact that to play it properly, you play a B minor, which is a bar chord, and I have retarded fingers and I just can't get it properly. Like I can get it, but it just takes me a while, and it doesn't make for a smooth transition. And I know that I could play um, an easier version with a capo. I think it's like G and A on like maybe second fret, I think. But then it's not like I want to be able to do like the solos at the start and things like that. So I'd rather just take the time. And then a B minor is pretty, like you're going to use it in other songs. Like, you know, you use it for, that's how you use it when you play Kryptonite, when you're doing the intro. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I just need to, I've just been practicing chord changes. Um, and then just a bit of rhythm stuff. But I just know that when I do my rhythm stuff, I strum too fast and then I get flustered per se. And then I get angry at myself when I slow it down because it's just too slow. So I've just been practicing a lot of chord transitions, and even just strumming, just random patterns, and then just random chords. Like even if it doesn't sound like, even if it's not actually anything, um, it sounds nice and it keeps me motivated because I'm like, oh, you know, this actually sounds alright. And then I just practice switching between different chords for the songs as well, and then you know just trying to get the timings right. So that's why guitar's been it's been pretty good. I mean, I've been pretty consistent. I think I've played most days except for one in the last 5 days. Then I got half an hour today because when we came home from the gym, you know, had a bit of food, and then I played half an hour of guitar, and then I think my brother went and got ready to play his video game. So yeah, and then I've just driven home. Just got off the phone with my mate, my best mate in New South Wales, and then so I think the plan is that I'm going to drive down. I'm going to drive my spare car down on Sunday, because I'm selling it to him, so that way he has a runaround car, and that way his wife can take his main car, and then so we'll do that Sunday. I get an extra day with him, which is awesome. I mean, things like that wouldn't really be possible if I didn't live locally anymore. So I'm really grateful for things like that I get to spend more time with him. And then our rosters this year, I think I think I line up once every month with him for about 4 days. So the fact that he's only 5 hours away, it's really nice. And the fact that like if I was in Brisbane, it'd be like 7 hours away. So it's just things like that I really am pretty thankful for. So yeah, because we've got some big trips coming up. We're going to Fraser Island this year, and then I may or may not go to. I might drive up to Port Douglas this like at the end of the year for the wedding, or I might just fly up and hire a car. I'm not too sure. But anyways, we've got a fair few camping trips to go on, and like one of my big goals this year was to take my little sister camping at least twice, because I didn't realize that she's never even driven on the beach before, because you know she's only had like a little M3 city car that you would definitely not take on the beach, and I just keep forgetting that she hasn't experienced the kind of lifestyle that I've had, And then she had the best time when we went to Bribey, even if it was just for a couple hours. And then she was saying on how she wants to do more this year. So for me, I love spending time with my family. So if we can do more things like that, like with me and my little sister, we can go do more things like that. And then if my little brother wants to come along, that's even better. If not, me and him are just going to keep spending time together, working towards our goals in the gym. Um, so yeah, so now I'm going to go. I'm at home right now, so I just need to start categorizing more of the goals and things that I was wanting to accomplish this year, because I need to come up with a routine or some kind of system in which it all works, because I know that I can go and do things like skydiving, and I can go stay at O'Reilly's whenever I want, and I could do it for the sake of just doing it, but I don't believe in that, just because I feel like I feel like I want to earn them. And even like the example of when I was looking at buying a new guitar, and like let's just say I want to spend 1,000 to 1,500 on a new guitar, because I met this bloke in New South Wales, and he said that one of the things that made him play more guitar was actually spending lots of money on a guitar, because he said, "Oh, I've spent so much on it, I might as well play more." And I'm like, well, that's one way to do it, but at the same time, I want to only buy a guitar if I feel like I've earned it. And I thought like an RPG style accomplished system would be really cool, but then there's little quirks about it, because I can't say something along the lines of, oh, I want to play guitar every day for like 3 months. Um, because you could play it for 5 minutes for every day, or you could play it for half an hour every day, and then I feel like there's just going to be a big skill gap between the people that played just 5 minutes per day and the people that played half an hour per day. So that's why I thought of things like, I would just I would just do 30 minutes times by 7 days a week kind of thing. I think that's 210 times that by 3 months, and then round it up or down to to the hour lot, and then I would just work it like that. So I want I feel like I should only be rewarded if I've been consistent with my guitar, and um, I've put in the hours for it. I've what I mean. I've really earned it, and then it's kind of like I might just level up on like a bard skill, um, and I just got to figure out things like that, because it's like, yes, I can go do all those random adventures and stuff, but if I'm not putting in the work elsewhere, I'm kind of just doing it just because I can, and I don't think that's going to be near as rewarding as if I worked for them. If I want to go away on like an adventure holiday, one of my days off, I might have to go to the gym X amount of days per week, spend X amount of time, do my thoughtfulness journal every day. Just I might just have to put those prerequisites, and that way, I have put in the hard work, and I am allowed to just splurge for that week off, or not splurge, but reward myself, and then I think we'll just work it like that. So that's why I've just got to get in tonight, even just if I just categorize everything, and then I can work out the nitty gritty, and we'll figure it all out from there. But anyways, I think, well, fuck, I'm at 20 minutes, and then I was expecting this to go for 5. So I'm going to have like a 25-minute vlog for today, which is a lot more than the 0 yesterday and the 0 the days before. So fuck, I'm pretty chuffed at that. Anyways, all right, have fun reading. See yous.